Hey, what's up? All my folks that are actually watching right now, I am so grateful that I have the opportunity to actually be there with you. So I am continuing the part of No BS. That part is says I'm on page 4. It says she got the job because it was obvious she was worth more. Now, the part that is very interesting about that is the interesting story is something I can resonate with so highly. So let's get cracking. A client told me of interviewing 5 candidates. Okay, interviewing 5 candidates for an entry-level job in his company. For high school grad, college not needed, with an okay starting wage of $13 an hour, health benefits, and a fast track up the ladder, with six-figure compensation accessible in as short a climb of 2 years. He hired one who surprised and impressed him with how well spoken and self-confident she seemed compared to the others. He had commented or asked why that was so, but then did so at my prompting. He discovered her parents had gotten her into the habit of reading the improve your vocabulary page in the Reader's Digest every month, and she had continued reading a page of a dictionary and a page of thesaurus every weekend, and that she was a reader of books on communication like Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, as work at overcoming shyness. Okay, she had made herself and was continuing to make herself worth more. It showed, it was recognized. You could safely wager the other 4 job candidates would hear this and laugh at how odd such a person is. Imagine all five hanging out together like on Friends, 4 talking about playing Fortnite or busy on Facebook, while she has her nose in How to Win Friends and Influence People, or is building her vocabulary with flashcards or Scrabble dictionary. The other 4 would dismiss her, torment her, and fixing her, ostracize her. Oh, and her giving them copies of such books as X-Men's gift would be an act of futile grace. I recommend avoiding futile grace whenever it tempts you. Even Jesus spoke against indiscriminate evangelism. What I got from this story is the reinforcement of why I jump on reading books and reading voraciously, and I still believe I'm not yet where I want to be. I'm more walk around with the book or anything. So my son Sammy called me out on that. And when he called me out on that, it was really something really big for me when he said that. And I told him, hey, my dad walked around with his book and he was always first in school, as if that the information was being absorbed vicariously. Now, let me tell you what I got from that. I have evidence that I've seen that there's a book, I probably will pull it out for you, that I use. Okay, I left it back there. I used 2% of it, about 2%, give or take, and it made me like literally a tons of money. So my son said, why would you read book? I'm like, but baby, if you don't have knowledge, if you don't have the knowledge and know how to utilize it, so how else are you going to get paid, or are you going to be able to be what you want to be in life? And I said to him, I gave him the example of earlier when I did the live. I gave him the example of what happened with. I showed him all the newspapers that I'm reading, the newspapers that I got, and told him that what's his name, Warren Buffett. This guy read at least 5 newspaper per day, and he has read in 2018 over 20 books, at least 20 books on investing. So these are the type of things that I want them to get. And I was saying to him that I've given you guys books to read and you haven't. So I'd created a plan when I went to Vegas. I said, why don't I create a time with them where we call that reading time? So I think the way I'm gonna do this, and I may even start even today, get them, go to Barnes and Nobles with them, or one of those places, or somewhere that is really okay, and I say, okay, this is 1 hour reading. Now the only thing I will do is that I'm not gonna just move them into reading my types of book. I'm gonna get them to move and read their type of book, and in the habit of reading, eventually they'll read some of the books that I'm actually aspiring for them to read. I think that's one of the things. The only thing is that I'm just going to be very adamant about, those game books and things like that. I'm saying, well, let's put that on the side. Unless you plan on creating a game yourself, then that's a whole different ball game. So that's why I have, and I will connect with you again. And let's see if I have one more to give to you right now, real quick. All right, this part that says pushing to the front. A very old success book by Orison Swett Marden on my bookshelf. It's titled Pushing to the Front. Its premise is that there's always a line, and it's up to you to be rude enough to push your way to the front and to have made yourself worthy of being there when you do. It's ancient history, but very instructive. The fight between Leno and Letterman to get Johnny Carson's job. Letterman was Johnny's pick, but Leno took it from him, not by any talent or advantage, but by the sheer initiative, by rudely, crudely, without permission, to the front, by traveling the country to drop in and do promos for NBC network affiliate in every non-major market, galvanizing grassroots support to the network bosses feared going against. Letterman, believing himself entitled to the job, saw Leno unseemly scheme but disdain it. Leno felt no such entitlement. Maybe because he works on old cars, he was willing to get his hand dirty. Dick Cheney would round up Bush number 2's VP by snatching the job of running the select and judging all candidate unsuitable, pushing himself to the front of the line. It's one of the undersnug genius political scheme with a bit less intent. I did the same thing, getting added to the cast of the Success Tour. These are the type of things that I am really getting from this conversation. So remember, it says pushing to the front. So I got that occurred for me. Somebody actually did that. But I am coming with the help of Dan Kennedy. I'm coming with the whole 9 yard. I'm coming with a whole 9 yard, a way for you to actually create the possibility of having it all and having a ball. So watch those YouTube videos and share, and comment. And definitely catch me on this other segment for Market to the Affluent, okay? Awesome.